Okay, so we're just going to add a title in for each of the drawings. So the way this one's going to work is we're going to use the ANO Notes layer, same layer as what we have here. We're going to create a circle. Now that circle should be a fair good size. So I think in terms of radius, maybe we should do, let's try 4 feet. That might be a bit too big. Let's try a little bit smaller. Let's bring it down 1 foot here. Yeah, 3-foot circle. And then we're going to draw a line off of that circle from the tangent point there. This is going to represent the title. So we're going to actually include a title on there. Try that again, using ortho this time. Okay, it doesn't really matter the length of it. But now we're actually going to add in some notes. We're going to add in some multi-line text. I'm going to start from this side here. Now this text is actually going to be using a different text style. This one will actually be using the title text style. It's going to be 5mm high text, so it's really quite big. And this is our foundation plan. I'll change the justification here to bottom left, and I'm going to connect it to my line. Just bring it out a little bit and up a little bit so it's not sitting right on the line. Okay, so that's going to be our foundation plan. And we also want to maybe make a copy of this. We'll change the text style. We want to put the scale underneath it. So kind of like what you see on the sample plan that I've given you. Now the scale is going to be on the actual drawing itself in the title block. So it's not too big of a deal. But we might as well, it just kind of looks neat when you do it this way. And we'll change our text style here to 3.5mm, so slightly smaller. And we're going to assign a number to these particular drawings. So this is going to be number 1, and this one's going to be really big. So the text style here we're going to be using at least 5mm, probably even bigger than that. But let's just get the number in location here first. Middle center, justification. Move it so it's centered in there. And I'm actually going to increase that text height quite a bit arbitrarily. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to go, let's make that, say, 3 feet high. See how it looks. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Now you could actually, or what you should do is you should save this as an attribute. So you'll have an attribute for the number, an attribute for the name, and an attribute for the scale. Save all that as an attribute and as a block, and then you're going to position it as close to the drawing as possible without interfering with the drawing. You'll have to play around with it a little bit because when you actually go into your layout, you may not have space for everything in there. So you notice when I go to my layout here, it's getting cut off. And it's because of my dimensions. So, you know, I might actually have to move it just to the left. I mean, see how much room we have, but I might actually have to move it. I'm not too concerned at this point. Once we actually get all of our plans done, we'll determine a layout that seems to work the best. So whether we have the foundation and the garage plan, what I'm thinking is we'll have foundation and garage plan on the same sheet, and we'll have the main floor plan on a sheet of its own, along with all the schedules that go along with the main floor plan. So the door and window schedules, things like that, will actually be on the main floor plan page. So we'll have to think about how we're going to use the real estate for paper space. But I think that would work. For the submission anyways, just think about labeling each one of those. So you'll do this for each drawing. Just use the numbers that you see on the sample plans. So this one here is going to be number, our garage plan is number 1, right? And what's the foundation plan? What was the foundation plan number? Don't know. It might also be 1. Anyways, you'll have to, they should be unique numbers. So if you start 1 foundation plan, then this will be number 2, and so on and so on.